Hello there. My mute button didn't work. That's that's two streams in a row now. My mute button has not unmuted my microphone right at the start. At least I didn't do a 5-minute intro before I noticed. Hello folks. Early morning stream. I am streaming later, but I thought I want to get into this new Satisfactory update that they put out. They've put pipes in it and various other things. However, they have completely changed recipes for things. Stuff, since there's pipes now, things like generators take water and need pumps to be hooked up, and the recipes for various things have changed, which means my old factory didn't work anymore. And rather than, strip it all down and try to rebuild it, I figured I'd just go through it from scratch. I'd just start a new game. And they put a new starting area in anyway, the experimental area here. A harsh starting point with large open spaces, vast distances, and very contained foliage locations. So I'm going to start here. Yeah. And I'm not going to skip the onboarding process, even though I already know all the starting stuff. We're going to do it. Right. Okay. Oh. It is 8 a.m. here. I've been up for an hour because I'm waking up at 7 a.m. no matter when I go to bed lately. And then struggling to make it through the day. If I only got like 5 hours.
Attention Pioneer.
Looks like a face.
The instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective.
Do you have to start from scratch? You don't have to, but I would have to convert the save
Atmospheric entry in 5, 4,
and rebuild the factory anyway.
Planetfall procedure initialized.
Oh yeah, Bernie won New Hampshire yesterday. Well done, Bernie. Oh, good lord, I started the stream at my PS4 settings at 60 FPS. I hope my computer can handle it. It's a bit of a beast, this one.
Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
My home state didn't completely cock up the primary. Yeah.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akija. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations. Note: objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective: please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste.
How's post-Brexit? Unfortunately, we're not post-Brexit. We are post having agreed that Brexit is going to happen, basically. So nothing will change for at least a year, and possibly more if it gets delayed, which, given how the processes went this far, it probably will. So ask again in a few years, probably. Alright.
Second objective. Please ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note: according to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
That's new. Equipment shortcuts. So we hit 1 and it goes there. Okay.
Third objective. Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
Alright, how do you do this? You hold C, don't you? That says press V to scan for resource deposits. Okay, so I see. The starting iron is like spread out a long ways. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the other starting zones, it's all close together, so I'm guessing this is just like... there's bigger distances between things.
This is one of multiple edibles we have detected in your vicinity, which are within approved nutritional and medical categories as established by R&D. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Huzzah. So we need to zap this little fella. These are really annoying to fight. Although that was easy, it didn't start running around.
The remains of this creature might shed light on how to increase chances of survival. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Yay. Alright.
Fourth objective, build the hub. Note: to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
I love how they ragdoll. Okay, so we got 1 here, and then is that 2 and 3 over there, or is that something else? Yeah. However, we got 1 over here as well. And we got a copper here, it looks like. So what if we set up around here? Because this is a nice backdrop as well, isn't it? The river over there. Yeah. It's cute. 1 year HRT, says Taya Forbid. Oh, congratulations. That's a big milestone. Okay.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal. Fifth objective, complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note: the craft bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
I'm feeling like moving over on top of those big rocks over there. But we can always move this later, right? Right now it's close to the iron and the copper. Upgrade 1 takes 10 iron rods. Ah, this is fun. I like this. Starting over. It's so good. Complete.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Workshop, Equipment Portable Miner, Inventory Additional Slots, Hub Feature Personal Storage. Sixth objective,
It's easy.
complete hub upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
Alright, hub upgrade 2. Can we make this? So we need 5 of each to build that. Which I'm not sure we have the resources to do. We'll have to go and hammer some iron for a bit over there. Whee! Ah, this is fun. I like it. It feels fresh, starting over. Clean. Yeah, there's a planet in the sky over there. I've never really looked at the skybox yet. And we can build a craft bench over near the iron source. They've put in some really fun transportation options in this as well, like big tubes that you can fly through that look really fun. Let's pop a workshop here. So if we just make one more bar, then we can make a portable miner to mine iron for us. Oh, I love it. Can Sean actually read the chat? No, I can't. Why is your name spelled the way Sean would look like if it were written down and not seen? Yeah, it's just a variation on the spelling, isn't it? Okay, so 3. I love this thing. This is my favorite thing in the game. So good. Look at it go. It's cute as hell. One more plate. I'm just gonna build over by that. I should just pop this right next to it, really, shouldn't I? What do we even need for this? 20 rods and 10 plates. think we've got the stuff here. Maybe not. I wonder if anyone's done a playthrough of this game where you don't use any construction machinery. That would be funny, wouldn't it? There we go.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub feature, Biomass Burner, Scanner feature, Copper, New Buildings and Recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively. 7th objective, complete Hub Upgrade 3. Note, connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note, buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set. Advice, automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
Tell me what to do.
Pigment could be harvested from these flower petals and turned into dye. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
If we set up quite close to this river, then that's a good source of oh shit. No. That's a good source of wood, isn't it? And biomass for the early game. It's not still chasing me, is it? No. Wonderful. So will this just burn even if it's got nothing to do? No, it won't. Luckily. We can just shove some leaves in. We can't make biomass yet, so it's just got to burn some leaves, I think. So I forget, this game doesn't have a night cycle, does it? Does it become night? It's getting, like, sunsetty right now, which is making the game a lovely pink. Alright, so if we wanted to build this, we need some copper as well, which is actually closer to us, thankfully. But we will throw a one of these on. Just mainly because I like watching the the startup sequence. It uses the drill parts as little legs. It's a moon, it looks like. Leaves. Okay, so we need wire. We're getting there very slowly. Very adorable. It is a very adorable drill, isn't it? So we can pop this smelter like right here. Oh, we need cables for the wires. Ah, forget about all the early stuff. It's a lot of banging away on the bench. I need to relearn. Good job I never spent much time learning all the early recipes and stuff, because I'm going to have to relearn them all. There we go. We have a smelter on the go, hooked up to this, which is going to just munch through our leaves, but, you know, what can you do? Oh, it's cute, isn't it? Let's just hammer out the copper. If we wanted another one of these, we need some more wire, which is easy. And then we need some more iron, which will now be in the smelter, so that's handy. Hey, it is getting quite dark, isn't it? I forgot if there was a night cycle or not. Do I have a flashlight? There we go. It's 4 rods basically, but we've got so much stuff here now. We should probably just go to the next tier, which is, we need 13 more of these, so I have to go recollect from the thing again. Ah, this is the best. I'm excited about all of the construction we're going to do. Raw quartz. Just a little quartz node there. Eat the nuts really quick. I like the desert. It's cute. I can't wait to blanket it in a factory. Oh, relevant items. Look at that. That's handy. You don't have to search for stuff in the bar anymore, like I just did. Yay, look. We've got
Congratulations.
a computer.
You have unlocked scanner feature, limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 8th objective, complete hub upgrade 4. Note, use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
I won't. Alright, we've got a constructor now. And power poles. Ooh, we need concrete for this step. Cable and that is easy, right? You can build a constructor to make iron plates. There we go. Oi, Get away. It's under my base. How do you crouch? Ugh. Well, we've got a pet. Oh yeah, so we'll need a power pole. But we need concrete for that, which means we need to go get some limestone at least. Ah, oh, that's kind of a trek for some stone, isn't it? Over here. Some more iron. Come on then. Combat. We'll just grab, like, a bunch of it. Prohibited hyperlink technology. Yeah, I have links disabled in the chat for non-mods, so no one links everyone to a shock website from 1995, or such as that. Go away. Ow. Still got this one stuck under our base there. Right, we can make concrete now. We'll put them in. Then we make a power pole. We hook these to the power pole, and then we run out of cable and we go make some more cable. We're so close. But we don't have any let's grab those, and then we tell this to make iron plates, and we put them in. And there we go. Go away. Grab the ore. Ah, it's a satisfying little gameplay loop to this. We need coal. Come on, run at me. Charge me. Ugh. Well, power. Let's put all of our wood in it. I think wood burns for a lot longer than just leaves. That growling's gonna do my head in. Okay, so cable. Which takes 3 intermediary steps. That's annoying. But we don't have any better options on the power, really. You gonna throw anyone in the gladiator pit you've created? I'm gonna be annoyed at this thing snarling at me. Until I just disable this base to stab it and put the base back again. Right, so we need 20 cable. And then 75 of these. There's got to be a way to get it right. They said that they put crouching in the game now. Crouch is C. It's not though, is the thing. They've still got scan on C. Alright. See, look. So if we swap that scanner to V, confirm. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Fight Me Nerd, for raiding with a party of 5. Yeah, there we go, V. Experimental build, of course, they just forgot. We're having to act like the conveyor belt here. We only got 7 woods left. I forgot how annoying maybe the... When do we get access to coal? There we go.
Congratulations, you have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots. 9th objective, complete hub upgrade 5. Note, portable miners
There we
cannot
go.
be connected to conveyor belts. Advice, when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
Very nice. That is satisfying. The game was named correctly. It's very satisfactory to watch things roll down a conveyor belt. I used to work in a factory, and I worked on conveyor belts a lot, and that wasn't satisfactory. That was boring. But here it's fun. So for this one, we mainly need rods, don't we? So we want to swap this thing off plates to rods, because I'm not building 2. Because I'm lazy. There we go. What did you factory on the conveyor belt? Oh, I used to work in a medical plant. Doing stuff. Okay, so we get the proper mine as the next level. And then we get a biomass burner. But we can make biomass. This thing doesn't have a conveyor input though, which is annoying because it makes it really difficult. You have to manage going to get the biomass and then bringing it back, and it's a pain in the ass. Okay, so we need some more concrete and copper, which is easy enough. But we can just make the rest of the copper we have into cabling, can't we? Security is also boring. The worst part about working in the that medical place was a lot of the stuff that you work with you needed to wear, like masks and eyewear and hoods and stuff, so it was just uncomfortable all the time. It's like a physical job, but also you're not allowed to breathe in the dust of the, whatever it is that they're making in there, because you can get sick. Security is also boring, but I get to play on my Switch or watch movies on my Kindle. I've worked in a bunch of places, and the only one I really never ever want to do again is working in a kitchen. That was the worst. I still have like anxiety dreams where I have to go back to working in the kitchen for whatever reason. It's horrible. Okay. So we need 50 cables and we need 20 of those. This is gonna be easy. Right. However, we are out of power, so we'll have to go collect some wood. Kitchen work seems so stressful. It is. It's like everyone takes it as seriously as working in a hospital, but you're not. You have to do everything extremely quickly under extremely stressful conditions for no money. It's just the worst. Let's give it 9 leaves, and let's go collect some brambles and stuff before we get access to a chainsaw and can cut down all these horrible, horrible trees getting in the way of my future factory. Oh, I've set up in a good place here, because thinking about it, we need water, don't we? That's the pro strat there.
This semi-slug seems to emit unfamiliar energy readings which could potentially be retrofitted into Fixit technology. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Oh, they've updated all the research as well. Give me all those leaves. So yeah, we have a body of water here, which is nice, because we need to pump water from somewhere for some recipes, don't we? Grab, 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 grab. Shame to waste all these leaves before we can turn it into biomass. But what are you gonna do? Alright, that's good enough for a bit. Overcooked is super fun at co-op though. Overcooked is good. But imagine if you had to play Overcooked and if you made mistakes you got fired. And it's just, it's basically that. Right, that'll run for a while. Very good. How much does this one burner put out? Okay, so we can. Just very quickly hook up. So we need 2 more cables and 2 reinforced plates, which are some of these, aren't they? There we go. Did you get fired or did you quit? I quit. Well, yeah, I've worked in 3 kitchens and I quit all 3. Alright, so we'll have this do copper. And we'll have this do wire. There we go. Now we don't have to do that anymore. Pop the wood in this chest. Along with our power slug. Okay, great. So we'll have to go get some more limestone. Oh. I'm going to crouch a lot instead of scan accidentally now. It's over here, the closest slot, wasn't it? Actually, save ourselves some time here. Let's craft a portable miner and go shove it over there. That way we can just run and grab 100 and then run back. I gotta sleep. Thanks for streaming, son. Son. Got my own name wrong. Thank you for stopping by, Gefferoff. Oh, we've got a whole new area to explore as well. This is so exciting. This is a nice big open area and there's a cool waterfall nearby, so we might even think about doing this. Like building over here later on. This isn't a very good limestone node. And it's a nice backdrop, isn't it? I like over there as well, though. It's all pretty good. This will be easier in future now this is set up, though. Is that going to be enough? It's not, is it? Is there a better node of this nearby? Jesus. Wish I could check the map. Nope, not yet. Oh, I'm really hurt. Jeez. That ain't good. It's all the fighting the things. I'm gonna have to find some more nuts. Or we can eat these things over here as well, can't we? By the river. There we go. Bernie won. Yes, Bernie won. But remember, the most important story of the night is who came third. Whoops. That's probably enough for now. Because the most important story of the night cannot be that a self-titled socialist candidate won the primary in a state running against two billionaires who are just dumping millions and millions of dollars into it. No. The real story is trying to find a centrist candidate to rally around to stop Bernie. Biden's kind of screwed now. Ooh, we got a pure coal thing here. I wonder if that'll let us, if we like... If it'll let me scan for coal if I find some. It won't, will it? That's a research unlock. Well, we can put the coal in the box. Use it to kickstart a coal generator or something. A sack of money for president. Yeah. Basically. Lots of leaves. Leaves don't last very long. As they wouldn't, you know. It's understandable, isn't it? Okay, so cable and concrete. Like, someone would have to spend some time, I think, explaining to me why Bloomberg would be a better president than Trump. I don't get it. I don't get why that should just be assumed. It's like, he's a Republican billionaire racist. Which is what Trump is. You'd just be... I don't know. It seems like you'd just be swapping one for another. Nice, we got another biomass jet burner. So we can burn through our scant supply of fuel twice as fast.
Building, Miner Mark 1. Building, storage container. Hub feature, additional biomass burner. 10th objective, complete hub upgrade 6. Note, there are no notes. Note, to ensure full mastery of skills and equipment, I have been asked to not interfere with this last objective. Good luck.
Okay. So we need to grab some more iron. This isn't very difficult, this one. We've already got the wire. Like, I don't know, I just don't really understand it myself. Like, I'm not but completely like Bernie or bust. If it's not, but like, you know, if it's, if I don't know, say Warren took it, I wouldn't be like, do not vote. But if it's like, if they screw Bernie out of it and it's like Bloomberg or something, what? No. Alright, so not very much wood, unfortunately. So we'll let this churn up the rest of this. And we gotta go and... Hopefully this will be our last sort of very inefficient grabbing expedition here, because in future we'll have a thing making it into biomass. Like, I talk about it in my Q&A because someone asked what I thought about the Bernie or bust argument and the blue no matter who argument. And nobody's really blue no matter who, is the thing. That's just the thing people say. Like, if Richard Spencer decided to run as a Democrat for whatever reason, and then there was some sort of horrible accident, say, or attack at, say, a debate, and every other candidate apart from Richard Spencer got killed, people wouldn't be going, blue no matter who, you gotta rally around the only one who's left. No, bullshit, would they? Or maybe they would. Jeez. Like, everyone's got a cut-off point of what they're not willing to sort of sanction with a vote. And for some people, Bloomberg falls within that. And I wouldn't waste my time trying to convince those people that they were wrong. I really wouldn't. Okay. So this is done. So I'm not sure I believe it. Like, I don't know. It's not a popular thing to say, but Trump's not been as bad as Bush. It's just true. He might start a war if you give him another 4 years, but he has not yet started the war. I realise that's not a very big positive to put in someone's column, but it's true. Just so much of it appears to be aesthetics. Like, a lot of opposition to Trump, and there's plenty of absolutely justified opposition to Trump. He does plenty of terrible things and he's awful. But policy-wise, he's par of the course for Republicans. There's nothing particularly unusual about it. Reagan was a cowboy actor. Like, it's not even unusual for a celebrity to become the Republican president. Like, that's just how it is. That's what they are like. Bush was, like, the fool son of a former president. Like, Trump is exactly the sort of person they vote for. What offends a lot of liberals, though, is that Trump doesn't respect the office. More so than anything he actually does. It's how he does it that appears to really irritate them. Alright, let's see, we can pop them in there to get some plates on the go and then go get some more ore. Can't wait for the Gibbon to get rehabilitated 50 years from now. That's a very optimistic span of time. I give it 10. Before they're like, this new Republican candidate sullies the office. Nothing like those respectable Republican candidates from the past, like Reagan and Bush and Trump. It's gonna happen. Do you mind talking about the Irish elections for this uneducated Yankee, please? I am equally uneducated, unfortunately. I don't really know much about Irish politics at all. unlike President Logan Paul. Yeah. You can't stop what's coming. There we go. So it is just these plates now, innit? Of which we have 26. Wonderful. So this is going to take like 300 ore, basically. So we already need to like go and get the rest. Like get some more ore. Followed by President Jake Paul. Yes, the Paul dynasty will lead America to a bright future. I just briefly imagined a YouTube-inspired civil war. Like a civil war, but with call-out videos. Why have you stopped? Oh, you don't have any power. Get going. That's right. Alright, let's help this thing out a bit with some good old hand crafting. The popularity of Sanders, though, is a good sign. And AOC, who, you know, barring any major upsets, is going to be the president in like a decade. Like there's a sort of realignment going on in American politics, which is between people who think it's acceptable to be a billionaire and people who think it isn't. And the people who think it's acceptable to be a billionaire are the entirety of the Republican Party and about 80 to 90% of the traditional Democratic Party. Although, if we like give it half maybe, and then we'll craft the other half. Or actually, we can tell this thing to stop making copper, like wire, can't we? Well, let's tell this to also make plates. And I'm more hopeful for American politics than British, but I'm still somewhat hopeful for British politics. Like even this big like electoral loss last time. Like in 2017, they ran on largely the same platform with the same leader and they did much better. So it's sort of easy to look to Brexit as the spoiler there, like this, the fact that Corbyn even got to be the leader at all shows that there is definitely the desire there for a more left-wing politics. And even this last electoral loss, they got more votes than when they ran Miliband back in, when was that? I can't even remember the year on that, but got more votes than Miliband. Like, they're still doing better than the running a not lefty candidate, you know. Alright, we need about another 30. Oh, we got it. Awesome. Let's steal those. Very good. Miliband was the guy who looked funny while eating the sandwich, right? Yeah, and I believe he's actually quite a principled bloke, but sort of got, led to the centre by advisors and such. Is, I believe, the contemporary understanding of what happened. Oh, well, that's not good, is it?
Congratulations. You have unlocked building space elevator, building biomass burner, heart, biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service. Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Right. Building logistics field research. Okay. Solid biofuel. Huh, that's new. Smart plating. That's new. Copper sheets is new. This ain't good. Obstacle clearing. Jesus. Alright, we got some conveyor stuff. We got the man here. It's probably good to go for first, isn't it? Considering we could start research and stuff early, you know. Okay. But now we have a biomass burner. Must be fed biomass manually. There. Rubbish. We got storage containers. And we can construct biomass out of things, which is good, because that's a lot more efficient than just putting the stuff straight up in, you know, so I'm actually going to take that out there. And this thing will run out of power. There we go. Okay. We can fit this in our inventory, right? Yeah. And you. Okay, let's move. Does this game have space capitalism? It has something similar. In that they've put in a coupon thing where you can trade in resources for coupons and spend it on stuff. Whatever that stuff is. So I wanted to move up here. But it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that just yet. Right, let's collect some more crap first. Is Sean your actual name or like how it's spelled? I'm not saying. Leaves, 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 leaves. God, I love collecting. Just hammering E while walking around. This is quite a big forest right here, actually, which ain't bad, is it? We got some water, we got access to a bunch of trees. I've been doing your stick of tea bag in a thermos thing lately, it's good. It's alright, isn't it? Grab, 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 grab. Wonder if we can climb up here. We can do it. Be the Skyrim horse. Oh, crap. They've put in cat sounds. That wasn't a kitten, by the way. I forgot. I turned on cat mode. That was a big spider. Which they've got an arachnophobia mode in the game where it changes them to pictures of cats instead. There we go. So, until you get a chainsaw, I'm hoping this will actually get me to chainsaw level. And you can go get some serious wood. So I want to set up on top of this eventually, but for now. Yes, yes, I'll look at all of your parts again. Okay, so so we'll make this one wood, of which we don't have much, and this one leaves, of which we have quite a few now, so that's not so bad. Connect that to that. Make this biomass leaves. There we go. And now we'll make a biomass burner. Which just needs to be close to this, doesn't it? Because it's where we're going to be putting stuff in, since it doesn't output. Or maybe we just have, because the biomass is the same for either, isn't it? So we make another constructor. As close to this as we can manage. But facing the right way around. I do that so much. Let's see. I like having... How do you do your bars? I like having conveyor belts on 0. There we go, and we change this to biomass wood. And we have another storage container, which we actually can't use as a joiner on because we don't have the right thing, but we will have soon. And then there we go. And now this goes next to the biomass burner. Alright, so we need 3 more rods for that. Which we have exactly enough to make, which is nice. What's this, like, snapping to stuff that's going on now? I think it's, like... who knows? Alright. We need a power pole, which we don't have any iron ore for, which is just so sad. It's just miserable. I spent most of the last night thinking about the Fermi paradox, which is something I do every so often because it just gets into my head and I'm like, but where are they all? I don't understand. Where are the aliens? That was copper. That wasn't... There we go. Iron. Prime directive. I mean, that's one of them, isn't it? Hiding from us. I mean, there's quite a disturbing thing in that we know that as our civilization grows, so do our power needs, and that the best thing to do power-wise would be like just put a whole bunch of solar panels in orbit around the sun eventually, you know. But then that would be detectable from a distance because there would be a bunch of artificial construction around suns and stuff. But we don't see that in the sky. Which means either they're not there and we are like the only thing, which is scary, or they are there but are sufficiently advanced that they can make it look like they're not for our benefit. Basically, which both of those are scary thoughts. Okay, so now what we want to do is take, like, I'm trying to use satisfactory controls. One wood, and we're going to put the one wood in here. Meaning that this thing is now going to make a biomass. There we go. Look at it. When you consider the size and age of the universe and that there's a universe. Yeah, but even within our galaxy, like, if intelligent life on Earth has got to the point, you know, in a few thousand years has got to the point where, you know, we had stone tools and now we are exploring space, then there are suns that are millions of years older than our sun, which means in their life cycle, you know, they should already be millions of years ahead of us if they existed. It's sad rather than scary if we're unique. Yeah. I mean, the stakes are too high then, aren't they? Okay, so we'll sort and power out here. This is now a little loop, which will use biomass to make more biomass. I shouldn't really go looking for stuff in the morning, should I? And we'll produce power. 30 megawatts. Okay, cool. It's us, the Fermians. Do not worry. We were always here. It's just hilarious to troll you. Thank you very much, Zaya, for mocking me. Righty-ho. Going on another collecty mission's probably not a good idea, is it? So once we've got a joiner, we can you get way more out of wood than leaves, unfortunately, but we don't have a way to get a whole lot of wood right now because we don't have a chainsaw. Okay. Where's the nearest limestone to over here where I've moved? Over there, right? I'm gonna go grab the miner and move it closer. Like, it's very scary if we're just alone. It's also scary if they're like, don't contact Earth. We exist. In fact, they'd have to like mask their own readings or something. Okay, so over this side of the river looks like our best source for limestone. I hope the water pump works on this shallow of a river. Alright, that's a normal node as well, which is better. It's just a joy to watch again, isn't it? How does this compare to when you played the game last time? Well, it's basically the same right now. So I've only got the very starting recipes, and I'm not seeing most of the new stuff, which is mainly later game stuff. However, I do like this area a lot. And it runs nicer, but then again there isn't a huge factory in the background. And I have upgraded my computer since then. Leaves, 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 leaves. Since we're walking through leaves, you know, we may as well grab a bunch more leaves, right? Finding other species with completely different moralities would be way scarier than being alone. I mean, that could be very frightening. Everything's frightening about space, really, isn't it? Okay, got 100 in there, 146 in there. Yeah, we got tons of power. We're laughing. So then, let's set up a little basic smelty operation. I mean, we could basically start God, you get so much from wood. It's so good. We need to go get. We need to get a chainsaw. Basically, that needs to be number one. We get chainsaw because forget doing this with leaves, right? Solid biofuel. Okay, so 500 screws, 100 cables, 100 limestone. We can manage that, no problem. We just have to do this very, very slowly, that's all. That is a bit far away though, isn't it? I should just build these, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's set up more of a production first. I like the fact that setting off on very long trips across space is kind of pointless, because if you set off on a trip that's going to take 100 years, but in 50 years back home they invent a ship that can go twice as fast as yours, then you'll arrive at the same time as someone who set off 50 years after you. Which is like, so you may as well not have went. You know? They can pick you up on the way. It'd just be kind of pointless, wouldn't it? And what if they invent one that can go 10 times as fast, and then you're like, well, you know, we set off 10 years ago and we beat you there. Or what if it's like 1,000 years and it's like, well, actually, you know, 100 years after you left, we invented a new drive that got us there straight away. So, sorry, we've already got a 1,000-year-old civilization here. Fuck you. You know. Alright. I need 10 rods. That is what I need. Oh yeah, you can't make stuff there, can you? Need an equipment workshop. Rods and plates. We mean, we could just go straight with miner Mark 1, you know. Just feed it into a box, you know. We could do that. Until we've got a permanent source of power, though, setting up any sort of permanent base is not recommended, I think. We'll leave these 3 friends over here. So that's a pure iron node as well, that's not bad. Righty-ho. The dunes are going to be a bit of a problem, I think. We need plates. And rods. I need to make a craft bench down here so I don't have to run up here all the time. Let's do that. We'll put it next to the biomass burner. Oh, I like that this works so it's both ways around. They've changed the... Oh, look at these really incredibly low-res nuts there. I got enough to... There we go. Stop it backing up in there. And let's give it some more. There's also just the absurd chance that we're just first. Which seems ludicrous, but someone's got to be first.
Hello there.
Low-res nuts.
Thank you very much, Toast for Tea, for subbing for 4 months and pointing out that I said the word nuts. I mean, the options are really... Life is a lot rarer than we think, or the air flight conditions are a lot rarer than we think, and it barely ever happens. Which, you know, would be a bit of a bummer. Or it's we're first by some random chance, or it's being hidden from us. All of which are a bit scary. There's also the incredibly sad option of us being the last. Thank you very much, Teo. Wouldn't it be really horrible to say we had like there was just our same civilization now, except there was just a lot like evidence that like Mars had been mined by some civilization that wasn't there before. Like there was just big like open quarries on its surface, and that was it. And they were just gone. That would be really scary. If life is common in the universe, I bet there's a lot of that going on. People are like, what the hell does this mean? It's a good little starting base, isn't it? Lovely. All right. So I'm just going to do this by hand for now. I don't have any copper. Curses. there's a decent chance we are actually the first. It just, you know, it feels like, given that there are lots of stars that are a lot older than ours, that chances are one of those should have had like a spacefaring civilization on. And if there was, and they've had like millions of years on us, you know. Alright, what do we want to be making here? I'm going to say rods. We need to mark one down as a goal here. Okay, so base building. We can't really get into a lot of that until we are mass producing concrete. We need a whole load of concrete to build enough foundations to build a big enough base, so not going to bother with that. See the efficiency of each building. Oh. This would allow us to do splits and merges, which is nice. Don't I even want to go for, really? I mean, obstacle clearing so that I don't have to worry about power anymore. Which means cables, concrete, screws. So a lot of clicking. And a couple more trips over to the concrete, unfortunately. Many screws. What do we need again? I completely forgot to select milestone. There we are. 500. It's all like humans are weird in that we existed for so long at a certain like technological level and then just started learning more stuff, which is really creepy, I think. What's going on there? Once I've got this done, we'll be laughing. We can cut down a bunch of trees. We need biofuel, don't we, for the chainsaw? I wonder how they're handling that now. Right, so that'll get me to 66, which means we need a little bit extra as well. Given that if we just do 3 trips and don't pick any up, we'll only have enough to make 99, and then I'd be really frustrated. So we need like 203, don't we? That'll do. Grab, grab, grab. Is there any other goal to this game other than base building? There is a very large space elevator project that you work on, basically. But right now we're just in the setup phase, and will be for a considerable amount of time, which I like. Alright, so let's see. We want to put the leaves in the leaf box. And we want to grab these rods that are being made. And let's refill that as well. You always need more rods, don't you? Let's briefly go grab some more of this iron and shove it in that box. The meat of the game is definitely sandbox building. Yeah, right now it's not really clear if there's going to be an overall story or if it's like you're just someone who's sent to this planet with instructions to build this big project. Alright. So we need another 50 cables, which we're not actually gonna. We need another smelter on the go here. Let's make some plates. Just pop it here for now. It's a lot of very random placements and such for now until. Okay, so cable and 2 reinforced plates. We can do that. No problem. Grab some of these. Basically, once you get the ability to mass produce concrete, then you can build a huge flat base with proper inputs and outputs for everything. That makes sense. Okay, so we'll just have this constructor make cable for us, which I forgot to build because I'm a fool. Not cable, even wire. Oh, that's going to be too steep. Should put this down from the side, really, shouldn't I? Wire. There we go. Don't have a concrete. I bet this one concrete's gonna be the one that means I have to run all the way back over there. go. That should be wire production sorted. That stacks to 500, so I'm not going to bother with a box for that. How are we looking? 20 consumption, 50 capacity. We've probably got a few hours of fuel there. But as we add more machines, we'll need to be drawing from more sources, unfortunately. Okay, so the wire will sort itself out. Let's build some more screws. How does the lineup snapping feel? It's pretty good. Yeah. You can, as long as you leave yourself enough space, basically. I always try and build stuff too close together. It's my problem in this and Factorio. It's more resources to have everything spread out, but it does, like, it pays off in the end. Alright. So this will be screws. I need just a constructor doing concrete as well, I think. Let's make one of them. Just a box and a constructor, and then let's start throwing limestone in there. Alright, we got that sorted. Very nice. Awesome. Cable. Always cable. Hey, Fack. You started early today. Yeah, I felt like playing some of this new update that they put out. Alright, excellent. Constructor. So if you line it up like this and then hold control, it snaps to it. And sometimes it's annoying if it snaps to, like it's also trying to snap to that machine over there, but you can make it work usually. Alright, so this one was making concrete, wasn't it? Out of limestone. And okay. What we'll do is we'll grab some more portable miners, like just another 2, and we'll go and throw them on that concrete node. So running over there is a little bit more effective. Alright, so I heard they added pipes. They did! And they look super fun. And they changed all the recipes for stuff as well, so I've just started a new game entirely rather than try to strip down and rebuild the old factory with no idea what I'm doing. I thought, why not just learn it from the start, eh? Gonna build another 3 for that node over there actually. Forget running it back and forth. This is also a new start zone, which I think is quite cute. we go. Nice. We're nearly there. I love the portable miners. Yeah, they're so cute, aren't they? Everything in the game's animated very well. There we go. Alright, so we have very slow concrete production right now. However, it's better than nothing. How are we looking? We'll be good on the biomass for a while now. So we've got concrete on the go. We don't quite... Oh no, we've got enough to make the cable now as well. Yeah, just do that over here, can't we? Cable. They have a very long time industry veteran in charge of all the animations, which is why they're so good. Yeah, they are very good. Just make all of that. Alright, so now we need 77 concrete, basically. We got 54. We're just waiting for that now. We can help it out a bit. $67. Oh yeah, you're right. I miscounted. Like, setting proper miners up before you've got like a serious source of power. I'm not a fan of it. Where am I even going? Here we are. There we go.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
That's good fun. Okay. So what do we want to do here? We want to move this, don't we? We want to have another constructor, which means we need another 2 of these. You bastard. You bastard. Alright, so that's just, that's iron ore input, which we can move about. We can also just move that, but whatever, eh? Keep pressing my old keybinds, unfortunately. In fact, I should strip all of this out. Just make it slightly bigger. We've got the space for it. Don't know why I just accidentally deleted. There was something. Come here, you. That'll shut everything down for now, but let's give ourselves a little more room. So we still want 2 inputs. And then we want... Oh, look what's back. Wonderful. There we go. So we'll make this one leaves and the other one wood. So biomass
Milestone
leaves.
exchange concluded.
Wood.
Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Then we want a storage container, which in the future will have a joiner there, but doesn't now. Then we want a constructor after this that makes solid biofuel. And then we want a box to put the solid biofuel in, like that. And then we need another 5 plates. Which we have no ability to make. Let's keep shoving them in there. Oh, but I do actually need to take some for myself as well. Feeding the machines and forgetting to eat. So we just put this biomass burner near this. And then in this one we put all the biomass. And then in here we just shove 3 wood to get things started. We don't have another connection here, unfortunately, so we're going to have to cut this one. Grab some wire. Ugh, what a nightmare. And there we go, everything's back online. And we'll now shut down because we're about to run out of power again. Once this wood's gone. However, look at these logs we've got. These are new solid biofuels, I think. It used to be liquid biofuel, didn't it? I don't know what it does to it. There we go. So now it lasts even longer. Excellent. Alright, pop that in there. Another slug. Well, we're producing some stuff. So what's a good thing to do next? I mean, what I want to do here is make a chainsaw. So we need 5 reinforced iron plates and 160 screws. We can do that. What do you feed the chainsaw on, though? What does it eat now? It used to eat liquid biofuel, but we can't make that anymore. I've not a clue. Blood. It runs on blood. Jeez. I wonder if it's just something I can't use yet. Wonder if I can take a drink one-handed. I don't know if you just take Cav sneeze very dramatically in the background. It was a bit much, wasn't it? Quack, 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 quack. I've forgotten what this takes to make. Oh, we can do it. Right, okay. Chainsaw. What are you fed on? Oh, it's the solid biofuel now. That's handy. So we can pinch some for ourselves. Hehehehe. Let's go cut down some trees. Did Sean manage to beat Owl and Sekiro? Yes, oh look, I don't have a shadow, but only my legs and my chainsaw have a shadow for some reason. It's weird. I love that. It just disappears. It's so good. And then it kills everything in like a radius around you, which is just so good. Also briefly changes the light levels, it looks like. It's all like the dust given up by it. Does this come back? I can't remember if plants respawn in this or not. Oh, look at that big lad over there. Plants don't respawn. Oh well. Unfortunate, eh? Farewell forever trees. I'm not getting very much wood from these trees, am I? I'm actually only getting leaves from some of them. What the hell? That's not right, is it? I think that's a bug. It's gotta be. The trees around here aren't... These are, because these are plants from elsewhere in the game. Right? Yeah, look, 13 wood. So those big trees, they've put them in as part of the new area, but they forgot to make them drop wood. The wood isn't falling onto the ground. It never used to. It used to just go into your inventory. Oh, that's a shame. We'll have to, like, travel to cut wood. You've been playing for 2 hours. Stretching frequently. Oh, I do. I do little toe exercises as I play. Alright. Wood. Leaves. Not much wood, unfortunately. And also, we don't have... We'll just have to let this fill up and then manually hand it over like that. So we're making 60 solid biofuel a minute. That can't be right. However, there we are. We're sorted for a bit at least. And now we just try and work through the various milestones until we get coal, right? It's not a chainsaw, just a very strong leaf blower on suck mode. I mean, it could be that they've changed it and now trees don't just auto go into your inventory. Maybe it does spread wood on the floor and I just wasn't looking. I don't think so, though. What am I looking for? Yeah, there it is. The tree thing is a bug / oversight. Oh, that's a shame. I wouldn't have cut them down if I'd known it was just going to give me leaves. Yoink. Put. There we go. And you are limestone. Just having to remember what all this stuff is kind of a pain. Oh well, look at that shadow there. As the moon sort of lags through the sky. That's like 100 and change every trip there. Righty-ho. I need to automate iron plate production, don't I? Because I've got... I haven't even automated rod production, really. I'm just rods are the only thing I happen to be making right now. Let's go grab some more iron, and then we'll do that. We just forgot in the rush of getting this thing out. Ah. Oh, Hamburger TM. Did you work on this game? It's a very good game, so congratulations. And I understand that it's an experimental build, so of course there will be little oversights like the trees not being comprised of wood. Well, that's fine. Alright. I mean, even with just leaves nearby, I mean, this is going to last a very long time. Probably enough to get to coal. Maybe not, though, who knows. Alright, so I moved... This is the exact thing I need. Let's put 100 in for now. Then we'll make a box for the rest. so we just need this back here. And there we go. Lovely. I could do with some more portable miners on the iron, to be honest. Let's see, there we go. Oh, there's also a dual button assignment. C does ping and crawl, if you're taking notes. In fact, let's put 3 more on it. We need enough of this. This is a nice area. I'm a fan of it. I keep crawling instead of hitting ping now. Look at how cute they all are. So we'll have to get logistics so we can start splitting this stuff between different things automatically now. Crouch should be on C and scanning on V. Is that not the case? It wasn't the case. I had to change it to that. They were both still on C, even though, but the tooltip on screen said press V to scan, but it wasn't. So I had to go into the options and change it. Did you rebind the keys before? I didn't, but I have played this game before, so maybe it was remembering the old keybinds or some such. I don't know. Okay. So let's go for logistics. After first making one of them and just having it do plates. That is handy, actually, being able to crawl. Alright. We need 2 of these. Ugh. Jump. I don't know why I don't just build one of these everywhere, to be honest. When do the aliens show up and attack you? There's little ones that run at you and headbutt you. But I like to stick to one place and not explore much. Because they frighten me. I don't like the spitters. Or the little bugs. Every enemy in this game has a way of being very irritating. In a way where it's like, oh, I don't want to go anywhere near that. But you have to get the juicy goods. Alright, so... and then plates. Yeah, just about let me get away with that one. There we go. So we can move this once we just building up the side of a sand dune is no good idea, is it? I mean, that's a lot flatter over there. I should be facing in that direction, really. Let's throw the copper in, and they've probably finished on the iron over there, so we'll get the iron. That's pretty good. Alright, we don't have to worry about iron for a little while. Bug reports can go here. Thank you, for passing on the link there. Alright, let's start thinking about another milestone then. I mean, logistics would be helpful. Oh yeah, I didn't put the this in, did I? Hang on, this is copper, isn't it? Yes, okay. I don't remember using so many portable miners last time. I think I just hooked everything up to the let's throw another 3 on there. I think I hooked everything up to the biofuel burners like straight away. How are we doing for power? Very close. I have to put another one in a minute. Sean should promote some more mods, I think. I should. Yeah. I just haven't really needed to. It's not really a problem, is it? Given that my chat tends to be quite friendly and not really, you know, need extensive modding. So even if there isn't a mod about, like, I can usually just tab and get whatever it is that needs to be done. It's not like there's 1,000 people here. Wee. Look at these little cuties. Yeah, well, at least we'll preserve the natural beauty of this area, given that, you know, there's no reason to cut the trees down. Once we've got a vehicle, we'll do a little wood run to an area of the map that we don't actually really want to build at, and then we can cut that down. Where am I going? There was a poorly behaved raid after I went to bed in the Frostpunk stream.
Hello there.
Wow. So is this a 3D version of that one 2D game? No, joke answer.
Thank you very much for the sub, Ashrand. And yes, it is. It is similar to that, yes. Sean would have to fully pivot to PUBG to get 200 plus viewers. What I'd have to do to get 200 plus viewers is start pushing the fact that this channel exists, because every so often someone wanders through and it's like, oh, I didn't know you had a Twitch. Like, if I made a YouTube video being like, follow my Twitch account, here's when I stream, like, it'd be horrible. I don't want that many viewers. There we go. Ooh, is that a new... I don't know if it is. Looks nice though. I should probably put a box here because I'm liable to forget about this. Although let's curve it round, because I don't want to keep on building up that hill. Oh, look at that. There's sand on the conveyor belt. That would need a lot of maintenance. I really like this desert. Yeah, it's good. It's a nice nice start zone. I'm curious to explore the rest of it as well. Ooh, problem though. Possibly. The one smelter isn't good enough to feed both of these, I don't think. Which means we need to expand, of course. Yeah, I'd have to do that, or like tweet out a link to the stream every time on Twitter, or like set it up to auto announce that I just went live or something like that, you know. But I'm not bothered. it's the problem. I stream to like for me, basically. So like 10 more or something. Yeah, unfortunately. The one smelter ain't getting it done for us now, is it? $20 to 200 viewers is where it's at. Exactly, yeah. Right, 4 more. Logistics is go.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory.
Way.
We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Is the productivity display new? I'm not sure I remember that one. And it's where we figure out I haven't left myself enough room to get in here. Of course, an invalid shape. Oh well. It's a problem for another time. Since we've got enough of this for ages now. Yeah. We're gonna have to actually add on another one of these if we're gonna expand. Curses. Alright, pod's not back for 2 minutes. Let's grab the concrete again. I'm very keen to stockpile a lot of concrete. If we're going to actually build a proper factory floor this time. The problem is you need thousands and thousands of it if you want to build something really big. That'll do. Big sandworms were considered. Oh god. That would be terrifying. lights again. Just throw this nearby for now. And hook it onto the network. There we go. We got another one now if we need it. Pod's nearly here. Animations on this thing are really good as well. Okay, so base building, it's very good, but I want more concrete first. We got logistics. Field research. I mean, that might be good. It looks like the research station is a thing you build now, which is neat. And then tier 2 is the resource sync program's new as well. And part assembly. That's a little later on, I think. Let's go with this. Yes. Enough wire straight away, which is nice. It's pretty close on the plates. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, what we'd have to do here would be throw down another smelter. Connect it to this. Then do a splitter coming off this belt. And then hook that up to that. There we go. So now we're smelting for this as well. We'll probably have to do more frequent trips to grab the ore though. Yeah, we're good for a while. Is there a threat or an incentive in this game? It's still early access right now, so as to what the long-term goal is beyond build a bigger factory, not too sure. And the threat is the wildlife that gets you if you go looking for it. What do we need? Like 300 screws then. And then we're good on the other stuff. Nice. This one's been relatively painless. Then we'll build whatever the MAM is. Are there vehicles? Or yes, there's multiple different types of vehicles. There's like a little fast car, there's like a tractor that's slower, and then there's a really big like truck, and there's also trains. which aren't good for exploration, given that you need to lay the track down, but are very good at transporting things long distances. Nice.
Milestone reached. The
Away it
molecular
goes again.
analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
So let's see, 15 cables and 3 more of those plates. Which means I need more regular iron plates, of course. You will always need more regular iron plates. Oh, of course, yes, there's tubes now, isn't there? Big tubes you can fly through. They look fun. Good for factory traversal, I imagine. Oh, I forgot the wire. I think I've learnt enough on my previous playthroughs of this about how to set up a proper factory. I made like a really bad spaghetti one, which was just a mess and was rubbish. Then I tried to make a bus, but wasn't very good at it. And then I made like a sort of a modular factory, was my last one, where I just produced each part basically where like the resources came out of the ground, and then like just belted it all to where it needed to go. And that one worked the best. Definitely. Just put that across from this. Cool. Nutrients. Oh, there's like a little tree now. That's cute. So if we get an organ. There we go. That took 3 seconds. Wow. Please choose a new node in a tree to begin analysis. I thought that was going to take like 10 minutes or something.
New recipe unlocked.
That was a cute little jingle. So you can make
New
biomass
research
out
available
of
in
stuff.
MAM.
I see. Let's get some more stuff we can shove into this thing. Right, so we need 6 of them or 3 of them. Okay. Okay, that takes 3 minutes. It's a bit more like what I was expecting. Scanning those berries. Let's go get the iron. How are we looking on power? Yeah, it's not bad. Iron and the copper. Where is it again? It's interesting, this area. I'll have to have like a proper explore of it to figure out where we want to set up like certain things. Concrete's still rolling in. You need it for stuff though, like research and so on. So I can't just spend it all on building a big platform, which is what my heart's telling me to do. Why does the modular factory work best? Because I was rubbish at building a bus. I think it's just what I can do personally, you know. I just happen to not be that good at designing stuff, so that was the simplest way for me to do it, you know. Alright, what do we want next? So I guess we could get base building. It's fairly cheap. And in case, you know, we will need to build some of these things just to get around, so let's do it. Rods, plates, and concrete. He's rubbish at building buses in Factoria. I am, yeah. For some reason, no matter how much I attempt to plan ahead, I always design too small. And then run out of space. There we go. Oh, we're flying through it.
You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Whee. That's not so bad. We haven't even used 100 of that yet. Space elevator. Might be time to start thinking about this. Yeah, just to take a peek at the first. Have a little look around from up here. Big open desert. Love it. How far do conveyor belts reach? I like our little cube base right now as well. There we go. Alright. Pod's back. What's this make again? Oh yeah, concrete. And we have like 200. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to actually set up proper production prior to having coal. Or maybe even getting the first milestone. I don't know what it is now, though. I think it's all been changed because there's new parts I don't recognize. I need to have a peek at the... where are you? Here. Have a peek at the space elevator menu. There's a lot of just doing the job of what later will be either a truck or a train at the start of this. But for the space elevator we need, what is it? 500 concrete. I mean, that's the big problem here. Everything else will just churn out as it goes, but we'd have to save for it instead of continuing to complete research. It's actually quite satisfying to watch this. Well, I hope it is, because it's all you're getting until I'm over it. But I'm very much excited to play through a new game of it. And it's a game you can dump a lot of time into. Right, so that's iron. Copper. Wonderful. Let's have a look at a new milestone. I guess we just do all the milestones until they're done, and then we think about the space elevator. Sean streams whenever he wants to feel productive playing a video game. I stream as a break from doing work, basically, which is why I never want to treat this like work by trying to, increase viewer numbers or anything. I'll make it a chore, and then I'll need a different thing to procrastinate with. Right, so tier 0 and 1 are done. Tier 2. Okay, jump pads. Resource sync bonus program, which I don't know what it is. I'll need to play with that. But right now I feel like we need our resources, so we shouldn't feed it into a resource sink. We're okay on belts right now. So part assembly is the next thing. So we can start seeing what copper sheets and smart plating's about. Yes. I really need to put storage boxes in for both of these things, don't I? Or even just one, Cass is encroaching clearance. Let's try and work around that. Well, I am building this. It's wonky at the end here. So the game's gonna have to get used to it. Nope. Still too steep. Let's just give it a bunch bunch of space. There we go. I'll feed both of them into the same box. We don't need concrete for this step. Okay. Oh, this will be done now. The analysis of pale berries complete.
New object added to the object scanner.
Nutritional mixture. That's interesting, but that's for much later on once we've got the ability to build rotors and things, isn't it? Could research some nuts, so we can scan for nuts. Let's research a slug. Ooh, overclocking takes 20 power shots now. Ooh. Slug scanning is 50 of those. Neat. Do flower petals. That's a cute little jingle as well. And that, which I'm not going to spend screws on right now, but we've got it there for later. Let's do nuts so we can scan for nuts. There we go. Alright, we're doing part assembly, aren't we? So 200 cables. We're just going to wait for these to come in. Oh, I'll take stuff back out. These are quick enough to create. Oh, I like that you can do this one-handed, so I can take a drink with the other hand. Lovely. I'll probably finish off this milestone and then we'll come back later at the regular stream slot and we'll play more. Assuming I get all... Well, no, that's my regular stream slot. I don't get to skip it if I don't have my work finished by then. But I should still probably do it. Alright, so rods, screws. Screws are going to be a pain here because they cost rods, which we need 200 of. Saying that, this outputs a fair amount right there. Yeah, we're probably fine. Now all these need to be screws. I'm not building a constructor just to turn these into screws. I'm not going to do it. I probably should, shouldn't I? We just need a constructor that doesn't actually do anything. And it's just used for little projects, you know, like on the spot projects. Screws, and then we just put these in like that. So that'll stack 500 screws for us. So apart from that, I mean, that's it, right? We're done. Just need to wait for the machines. Oh, help it out. The analysis of nut is completed. That's good. I've always wanted to learn more about nut. Oh, and we've got one of them as well. And start that research. Nice. Tell you what I'll do. I'll refill the concrete. It's a lovely pink colour, isn't it? Also, it's nice. The other start zone that got very misty every so often, so that you couldn't see anything that you were doing. Yeah, this one doesn't do that, which is nice. I did like that as like an environmental problem. Like, you're driving, but now you've got no visibility at all. It always seemed to roll in when I was programming the trucks. So the trucks just got all wobbly. That kind of fog is a bug, not intended. I like it. Though, you know, I can see it being very annoying if you're not down for that sort of environmental challenge. Limestone. We're doing okay for concrete. Ooh. Well, it's time. We have to switch on the other. Can I say I'm a very big fan of the flip and the breaker to turn the power back on. Yeah, we tripped it, so now we need 2 of these running. I feel like that model's probably a little bit too big there. 25 seconds. Let's grab the iron and the copper. Nightmare difficulty is just me upping the fog. That'd be good. 10-foot visibility playthrough. I want to see a playthrough of this where someone just doesn't use any machines and just does everything by hand as far as possible. Be like that person who played Mists of Pandaria, but didn't leave the start zone and just leveled all the way up to the max level by mining and gathering plants. You can't craft the new space elevator parts by hand anymore. Oh, unfortunate. Took them like 80 hours, I think. Oh my god, wow. I think that's quicker than I did it using machines. Yeah, we're getting there. Has Sean deactivated Hype Train on Twitch? I don't know what the Hype Train is or how to enable it or disable it. It just happened once and confused me. Grab some of this and throw it in here. There we go. Probably have to do a wood run at some point to an area with different sorts of trees than this. Oh look, there's a little oven in the craft bench. Ain't that cute? Let's have a peek over here. Keep forgetting I don't have the fast runny legs. I don't have the jetpack. Ooh. It's one of these things. Still got work in progress on them, so I guess they don't do anything still. It's probably too far to run it just for wood, isn't it? Wait till I've got a car. Or we can search for coal. There's usually coal not too far away. Crouch to slide, then jump. Oh wow, look! You can slide all the way down the dunes. And then get some air off it. That's nice. Oh, that's very fun. Nice. That reminds me of traversing the deserts in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that was always good. Alright, let's see where our screws are at. We've got 264. Alright, everything's done but screws, so let's help the machine out by making some. Can slide under most conveyor belts now too. Yeah, that was very like getting around and not being able to crouch under the conveyors was really annoying. It's a good quality of life improvement. Alright, we're basically done. Analysis of shroom is completed. Alright. It's interesting, this. Fungus-like vegetation. Nutritional mixture. Need to go fight some more enemies. I had an idea about building a screwless factory, if that still works. Like, just doing all of the research to get all the versions that didn't use screws, so you just didn't have to bother with belting them around.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated.
Yay.
Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator. Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
You need a space after that elevator before the word note. I'm reporting a bug. Minor typo. Okay. So assembler then. Ooh, we're getting fancy now. Copper sheet, used for pipelines due to its high corrosion resistance. So it looks like the more complicated one has to be built at an assembler, right? Oh, that's interesting. We've got modular frames already. And rotors. Yep. Alright, so none of these things are really necessary for this little factory you've got here. I don't think. So it's completing the phase 1 of the space elevator. It's the next thing I'm going to spend resources on, I think. I want to know what that little shop is, though. The little coupon shop. What does it do? Alright. I mean, we could go for that. It's either that or spend the concrete building the floor and then putting in an actual like production instead of just doing half of it by hand, you know. That is fun. You need it to unlock some optional stuff like conveyor belts. I see. We'll get it all eventually, obviously. It's an interesting challenge, this start, because you don't... I'm torn between... just continuing with the spaghetti here, or I'm gonna be doing that a lot. Building like a little intermediary like factory floor with like, you know, prior to having a better power source, which means we're going to be chewing through wood, which will mean we have to actually go and like get some wood. But we don't have a vehicle or a way of traversing very quickly. You can baseball slide in that game. Yeah, it's always good, isn't it? I'm not here to fight you, impure iron order. Ow. Whee. Oh. You've ruined my slide. I was content to leave that alone. Impure copper ore. Interesting looking tree over there. I think it's a tree anyway. another one. Right. So we've ran a little ways. Let's have a look at these trees. Well, I don't think we're going to be getting any wood off that one. Oh no, hang on, 200 wood. That's more like it, isn't it? So if we just cut a plant near it, then rely on the AoE to grab it. There we go. This is more like it. Nice. Sorry, Oasis. Ooh, and we got a couple of slugs as well. A whole bunch of slugs, actually. Yeah, I'm leaning towards doing it with biomass. Not trying to be cheap until we get the next power source. Just leaning into it. Accept that biomass is happening. We fix trees soon. Yow! Good lord. Stop it! Love the momentum on those things. Ah, that's new. I think. Oh, it's not, is it? I never used to use it. Not enough space for the bacon. Oh, we should head back, actually, shouldn't we? Now that we've filled up our... Oh, we actually can't even put the chainsaw back in our inventory now, because we're full. That's good. That'll do us for a while anyway. And we know we can just travel across the desert to find wood. It'll be easier once we've got a car. Do you stack? I can't remember. You do. They stack as well, don't they? Which means I'm going to have to fight. Combos. It's all that playing Sekiro. Can't touch me now. I wouldn't even mind if that wasn't faster than running, it's just fun. Games where you can slide are fun. I can hear something over there, but that's for another day. Or, you know, later today, actually. So this is wood, isn't it? Ah, oh, look at that. That's like hours of power right there. Rhymed. Between the wood and the... Oh no, they're the wrong way round. Okay. Easily fixable, we just swap them. There we go. That would have been annoying if I hadn't spotted that. Although, this isn't actually hooked up, is it? And there's no way to get a merger onto this belt, I don't think. What a pain. We'll have to move this box. I mean, we don't even really need an intermediary box there, do we? Probably not. There we go. We're not going to be using it for anything else, are we? Yeah. It's fine. It's burning through it quicker than it's coming in anyway. Nice. So the thing to do, honestly, is, unfortunately, what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to just throw a biomass burner over there, shove 200 biomass logs in it. I wonder what the process is here. Like, that's like squashing the logs and leaves, and then they go into this one, which is rolling them up, and that makes them more efficient when they're burnt. There's got to be some other process happening there that I don't understand. Let's just set that up before I forget to do it, and then we'll wrap up there. There's a danger of getting in a... In fact, if I'm just moving this... There we go. So we definitely have enough to make everything here, right? I think so, just in case we don't. This calf sneezing again in the background. I haven't been feeling too well lately, which isn't good. I hope I'm not coming down with something. I hope Cav isn't coming down with anything either. Okay. So as pick up mine. Oh, I didn't need to make a miner before I came over here. There's already ones. Could have just used these, couldn't I? Well, I'm a fool. You can quote me on that. the box. That's a smelter. We'll get there in the end, folks. Alright. And we need 10 concrete as well. Miner Mark 1. Oh no, hang on, we'll need to hook this up to a power line, won't we? So then, instead of running like running the limestone over to the factory, we just produce the concrete over here. For now, you know. And then we don't have to worry about it, do we? We just come and get concrete when we need. And instead of running it over, we'll run the fuel over here. Limestone in that box, and the concrete in this box, and we're laughing. Saying that though, what's this producing? 60 a minute. Just going into here, and that's using 45 a minute, so we are 15 short. Basically. So it's gonna back up, but that's alright, isn't it? Not too bothered. Can we create? We can make a power shop, but we now can't. We need to unlock overclocking, don't we? Using parts, so we'll do that later on. For now, though, that should run for, you know, a while. 15 seconds times 26. And you throw 200 in there. That'll last quite a while. With how much of it we're making now as well. Nice. Wonderful. Stick all these spare miners in there, and slugs and plants and that. Although we can start researching. Oh, I put it in the box, didn't I? There we go. The analysis of structural analysis is completed. And that's the rebar gun, expanded tool belt, and object scanner improvements. Cool. in there. Can put it in here though. We're backed up for ages on this stuff, which is nice. Of course, I've now got nowhere to put biomass. There we go. Just shove it into that machine. That's just lovely. We're producing power quicker than we're consuming it now. That's going to change later on, of course, once we add in a bunch more machines to this process. Start hooking up miners and things. And then it just spirals. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap up here. That's a good first few hours there. And we'll come back later on today and we'll carry on. We'll build the first little factory floor. Start trying to organize some proper production. Maybe we'll aim towards building the space elevator. Yes. Oh well. Oh, that's looking good, isn't it? Let me remember to save. New save. Update. Free. Stream. Save. There we go. Oh, I'll say thank you to everyone in the chat for tuning in. Had a weirdly timed stream. Thank you for all the support as always. It's very appreciated. Thank you to the dev for stopping by and giving us some information about the game. So, oh, and Curio is online as well. So let's do a raid. So I'll type /raid. It's Curio, and I will say farewell until later on today at the regular time. All right, thanks a lot, folks. I'll see you then.